Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Oh, we've got a juicy reading. I can feel it already, and I'm looking forward to it as well. So just before we go into the reading, a little bit of a waffle. Well, what can I say? Oh, well, I had to go out and about yesterday, and then came home, and then had to go back again, and then had to go back this morning. So on my little travels, wherever I was going, I saw these notice boards and screens, TVs, and what they have is they have all sorts of community things to do. So I know in the UK, a community is like on an estate, or you know, each area has their designated community halls, whatever, and they do line dancing and apparently yoga. There's even a drama classes that you can go to. There's a choir, and there's all sorts really. So you know, for people, it just made me think, oh, you know, if people are like, well, they want something different to do, you know. So I would suggest, guys, you know, those that can leave the house, go and see what's on your community centre. Even if you just wanted to be doing volunteering as doing the gardens. I know somebody from the school, you know, the schools do it. So yeah, just, I don't know. And then online, I checked out online as well. So you can do you can go to you can do bingo. You can do what was the other one? Choir online. Book reading or reviews online, you know, for those that don't leave their house. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of other online things that people can do if they so wish. Anyway, okay, right, straight into this one. Ho, juicy. Okay, so I did a reading the other day about all these elites. Well, I'm going to leave off the elites that I mentioned for the second video, because it's separate. So we've all been asking, who on earth is doing all this? You know, which group is responsible? And it's all over Europe, and you've got all the billionaires and this, that and the other. Well, it turns out, check out Fabian Society, the Fabian Society. So Fabien. Sounds a bit French to me, but anyway. Typical members, okay. Oh, no, juicy. So this society was launched in the 1900s, okay, and basically they formed the Labour Party, okay. So, and that secret society thing isn't really a secret because people can go to it, but turns out, oh, you've got Keir Starmer, he's a member, that Khan guy, what's his name? Sadiq. Yeah, you've got him. You've got 141 members in the Labour Party that are members. Go on YouTube, just search out recent and Fabian Society, and they'll tell you all about it. So basically, you've got the likes of Sydney Webb, these are in history, George Bernard Shaw, Graham Wallace, H.G. Wells. Oh my God, I was surprised at him because he was, you know, thought this was, he fought against this kind of stuff. So, but he resigned after a short time. And he later became a notable critic of the society. And then Annie Besant and Ramsay MacDonald. But who would you think politicians-wise? I'll tell you. Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, Robin Cook, Peter Mandelson. Oh, and there's loads. There's just loads and loads. So this is where the fabric is. Okay, I absolutely believe that Fabian Society is our biggest enemy. Keir Starmer and the Labour Party following out with their beliefs with the Fabian Society. Well, there might not be any more. Yeah, well, we're getting something in writing, not saying. I think these are backers as well as the Fabian Society been, giving money to put politicians into place. Oh, I've got two there. Oh. Yes. And yes. So, especially, you got two big names as well. Two big names here. So, yeah, it's all about opportunity and friendship and who you know as well. Oh, dear. I'll tell you who it was. Is it Alex Phillips on Talk Talk? That's it. She did it. It came up yesterday or the day. No, it came up yesterday, I think. Yeah, go check that out. Alex Phillips, well done there for bringing it to our attention. Right under our noses. Well, people know about it and nobody's picked up on it. Well, they will now. How does Keir Starmer feel about the Fabian Society? I wonder if that's where the woman is. It keeps telling them bullshit, distorting the truth to gain favour. So basically, he don't want to be looking bad to people. Because he wants to be there front line and centre, so he's going on about Europe and Europe and Europe. See how he's pushing it? Europe. And they also want, this group believes in open borders. Yeah, see, slippery Starmer is been quite unpredictable and unreliable. So, it's like Keir walks into a room and he's got a mission to achieve, and instead he ends up not going on the mission, and then end up giving our money away even further. So I think he's saying one thing to the Fabian Society now that he's a leader, which I'll check in a minute. He don't want to end up like Boris Johnson. There's old Boris, unreliable as ever with the truth. Casanova, well, I mean, he ain't stopped breeding, has he? He's giving Musk a run for his own money. I like Boris. I mean, I don't know about the politics of him, but, he was a good guy with charisma, I'll say. Yeah, it's like, this ain't working out. So I think maybe Keir Starmer thinks that in principle, in writing, it's all well and good. And then when he sees the reality of it, it's like, well, has this been, is this a good idea? He'll be having doubts. But then he wants to hang on to his seat and he wants to be the king of Europe. And then they'll see him as being unreliable. Fickle, that's the word, fickle. Yeah, I think we're definitely onto this. And before, to save confusion, my Trump video is because I saw him round a table of all the people I mentioned the other day on that video with the elites, and isn't it funny? I only said so many as well, and I think either the 3 or 4 names that I gave were sat at a table with him. So, and I think there's something very worrying and something very off as well. But anyway, we'll go on to this. So the Fabian Society itself, how do they feel about all these immigrants? Great. Operation in plan. They're in charge. Do you know what? They've got judges. And this is, on the mainstream media, Alex Phillips, I think she's on Talk. But anyway, that you've got judges, you've got this, you've got that. So the Epping judge who ruled on the hotel, he's a member of the Fabian Society. And then the person who's going to review the complaint that another barrister has picked up on and complained about this Epping judge. Well, the review goes to somebody else who else is in the Fabian Society. So they've been planting these people for years and years and decades as well. And I imagine it's not just the Labour Party. So, you know, other political parties, does Society, does Fabian, is it international? Do they have people international? I kind of feel like Europe here. Wherever you see a country not coping, like Germany and France and Ukraine and the UK, you know, they've all got members there. They're all doing this. What is the Fabians' intentions towards the UK people? To get you so stressed and pressured, pouring it all on you, more or less, you know, it's one after another. What you've seen with this government is it's one after another, after another, after another, just taking us down one by one, piece by piece. And so, yeah, they don't want us to think straight neither. However, do the Fabian people... Do the Fabian Society feel any guilt over what's happening to our children because of these travellers? I wonder if that's Angela Rayner. What are they doing to our women? So was it's a woman. So she's getting paid to do a job. How do they feel? Do they feel guilty? No, they don't feel guilty. How do they feel? They feel like they have to... This woman just wants more and more and more. More and more travellers, maybe. Is Yvette Cooper being paid to let immigrants in? Or maybe she wants to get out. I think it's Yvette Cooper. I don't know what she does. Does she let the people in? And then remove yourself. So maybe, you know, maybe they want her gone. Maybe. Is she going to change her mind? How does Yvette Cooper feel about immigration now? She's going to... Right, so she's going to do something with messages. And then young people. Kind of feel, look what you're doing to our children. Well, it's not just the travellers. It's a lot of things. It's, you know, being pushed into certain religions, or the crime and the assaults and everything else, you know, and it does affect younger people. They're the ones that go out on a Friday and Saturday night, you know. And yeah, okay, my day, you shouldn't be wearing those kind of short knickers things, you know. It's, but that's our part, isn't it? That's us years ago. We wouldn't have dared do that. I mean, we did have mini skirts, yeah. Huh? But today it looks like they're wearing, you know, just their underwear on a night out. But even so, if they do, so goddamn what? It is their freedom, okay? You can dress to express. That's what I say. Dress to express. Doesn't mean to say that you're, you know, deserving of anything bad or untoward that happens to you. That's just an excuse the next day or whenever, you know, well, an excuse so that you think you can, you know, your behaviour is right. It's not right. None of it's right. I don't know, I probably just balls that out then, because a couple of things, I was seeing a couple of things in my head, you know, about these young people. So, no, yeah, these bar stewards turn around and say, well, it's what they was wearing, they was asking for it, there was this, there was that, quoting their culture, you know. Well, your culture doesn't matter to us in this country, although it does at the moment, for all the wrong reasons. It's a disgrace. So maybe I'm getting another scandal coming out here. You know, she's going to get done for something, and it's to do with young people as well. But yes or no, do Fabian want Yvette Cooper out? No. But she may have to. She's the one that was put in post. Is Yvette Cooper a member of the Fabian Society? Yes or no? No. She's still being paid. She's still being paid to put there, or is it put there? No. Yeah, she's been put there. So she has received money. There's, you know, money here. Money wanted. Doesn't want to actually work for it, so doesn't have to join the Fabian Society at all to carry out the wishes. And anyway, is she following Keir Starmer? Is that who the real person is? Is Keir Starmer the main person that's promoting the so-called morals and values of Fabian Society? Yeah, don't trust him. He's totally in there. He's totally in there. And Mr. Khan, is that how you got into position then, eh? He's a member. How does Khan see? What relationship does Khan have with the Fabian Society? Yeah, don't want to be found out. Oh, well, he's not going to be happy about Alex Phillipson, will he? Or the rest of us when this catches on. It's a slow burn, this one. It should be everywhere. It absolutely should, because every instruction and plan and aim with this Fabian Society is showing now. It's happening. It is happening. And if we don't do something about it, it's going to... we'll go to the point of no return. And then digital IDs, oh my God, no, you shouldn't be having them. Will we get a choice? No. That's why we have to, you know, really shout from the top. Start writing to your MPs, okay? It's not unworthy. It's not that it's useless. It's not that it doesn't make a difference. We must put pressure on our MPs to save us, because, as you can see, Starmer is going nowhere, like, of his own accord. And then you've got 141 of Labour anyway, MPs, that are in with this society, are fully paid up members, and have been for a long time. So even if Starmer goes, the rot still stays. How do Fabian feel about Keir Starmer at the moment? That is ruining things. So I've got something real bad coming. Really bad. I think they think if, if Starmer steps down, where does it leave them? Well, you've got 141 people to choose from. Oh, I'm getting something really bad there. Really bad. As if, is this something, do the Fabian Society, what is this in connection with? What has Starmer done? How do they see Starmer? Ruin, despair. Because they're a greedy load of gits, I swear to God. They went in there, right, that first of all, when they go to so they've spent all these years, okay, fighting and fighting and fighting for us, apparently. Anyway, so they win the election, they get in, and the first thing they do is let the power go to their head. Oh yeah, we'll have the Taylor Swift tickets, we'll have these tickets, oh, we'll have those clothes, oh, we'll have those glasses. So they've put more effort into that to screw the expenses system and the gift system. And then obviously you've got Rainer with her free properties as well. They're just greedy. They haven't cared whatsoever. It's as if they've gone in and they thought, right, that's it. We'll rewrite the landscape and nobody's going to bother. Nobody will utter a word. We need to get louder. This isn't loud enough and it's not often enough and it's not as many people enough either. How does Fabian Society see Khan? You can tell all over his face, can't you? There's deceit, pain caused. He's caused pain. You can see it all around his eyes. He looks like a skeleton on his face, really, he does. You can tell him he's hollow. How do they see Khan? Khan with a woman? Just need to roll out. I don't think it is. It's the Queen of Cups, me. Yes. Well, basically, then what it's saying is everything I've said so far will be spot on. A woman, a woman, a woman. I'll ask again. Be direct, universe. How do the Fabian Society see? I think I've got it as well. Do Fabian want Khan to be to replace Rainer? No. All right, well, it was everything I said then. Okay, let's have a look. What's Fabian's next steps for Keir Starmer? Do you know what, right? It just reminds me of a gentleman's club, but actually you've got women members as well. So it's kind of like a cult. That's how I would see it, a cult. What's their next actions? I think they're having a meeting. Something they often do. Does Fabian want Khan to be an MP? Yeah, strong position. It's all about positioning them. Honestly, they are everywhere. I nearly did a video the other day saying, you know, will these travellers actually infiltrate our government? Well, I realised yesterday they already have. And it's not just going to be obvious about different religions and how they come together. No, it's this one central group. Are there any enemies of Fabian Society? No, let's have a look. Is Reform, is Nigel Farage, you know, a member? I think he's flying back from somewhere in. It's kind of invitation only. I think there are not just Labour at all. I feel like I know they're everywhere. Like, if you've got 441 people sat as a sitting MP, well, can you imagine the rest? How many judges? How many solicitors? How many, you know, Supreme Courts and all like that? And will anybody be able to, you know, a crime's been committed here by Fabian Society. Yeah, it's kind of how you go from one thing to another. When I say one thing to another, what do I mean? I mean, that story goes there and that's done from this person and then it's over by a certain date and then it follows on and you've got another person and another situation, another narrative, and it just carries on. So they're not all going to tie back to the same person. They're trying to be very careful. But if in fact I think it's more to do with money laundering, is Fabian involved in money laundering? Absolutely. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I'm exactly right. That card to me says, be confident. More than confident. So, Alex Phillips. That might as well be Alex Phillips as well. Is Alex Phillips the Queen of Cups? Yes. I get her nice. I get her as like a bit like me, to be fair. I mean, when I was watching her the other days, she looked real stressed out, you know, she was getting right into it. But I suppose when you know, when it's your work and you're doing that 10 hours a day, you are going to get pissed off, you know. You see things and hear things that the public aren't aware of. So I had to forgive her when I thought she was having a bit of a meltdown. But who wouldn't, you know, who wouldn't when you see something like this? Well, the mainstream media pick all this up. They're probably journalists as well. They're everywhere, guys. They're everywhere in UK society. Does Fabian Society have any links to like the people, Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, Cook, Trump? I kind of get not as far as that. I'm getting passed over. How does Fabian Society feel about Trump? Only because I'm getting you can't stop, unsuccessful, but they're not stopping now. So going ahead with something, maybe some kind of psyop as well. Well, I think the last psyop we had was Meghan and Harry and the C word, you know, with their vaccines. Is the Fabian Society open to politicians that are not in Labour? Yes. Oh, yes. A lot of donations as well. Oh my God, so Starmer, I believe now, has been funded by the Fabian Society. Is that true? Unreliable. Well, you've got him there. That's a donor. He did it. He's had their support because he's been told to do something, you know, that's the mission, that's what you'll do. And he wasn't told this, you know, they've been talking about shit like this since 1900, okay, when they started. But yes, other people are in there as well. So obviously, H.G. Wells, you know, he was in there. You've got a few. There'll be links to America, I'm sure. Maybe it's just not revealing it, or I'm not asking the right question. Well, the right question to ask is, will the Fabian Society and Keir Starmer and his 141, you know, assassins, are they going to get exposed? Something in writing, not seen. Well, this is something we haven't seen, and then it comes out. Okay, so, but it's already out in their circle, so they would know this, and you're just getting in writing. So I'll tell you what they're going to do as well. They're going to try and shut down the mainstream media on this. People need to look at Alex Phillips' video and then go and look elsewhere as well. You know, look up the society yourself. Pushing only remit, the net zero, the open borders, the this, the that, the economy. They want to control the economy as well. Did the Fabian Society suggest open borders? Yes. We'll just do a few yes or no's, okay? Did the Fabian Society encourage economy crash? Yes. Did the Fabian Society bring up? Was it for Fabian? The Fabian Society. Did they? Are they behind the digital IDs as well? No. No, they're not quite fond on that. Why don't they like that then? Well, this would be a woman who's intelligent and decent. Sometimes you see people for who they really are in, like, when they're not at work. But with this woman, I only see her at work and her skills. I think that's another woman. I don't just think it's Alex Phillips. Why don't they like it? Because anybody with a brain could pick this apart. What else was I? So we've got finances. How did the Fabian Society feel about the Ukrainian kids with Starmer? Oh dear. Oh dear. Most upset because that is from Starmer's personal life. It's not from, you know, being his job or anything. It's and it's not a tea attack. I think it really upset them. There's you know, and you see the three of them as well. It's like, oh my God. What does the Fabian Society believe about what is the truth behind these Ukrainians? I kind of feel like they've come over from Ukraine, and I'm getting a battle to be won. He doesn't want these free talk. The Fabian Society don't want these Ukrainians to talk at all. Look, it's coming. Okay. Does the Fabian Society have? Oh yeah, is Lord Ali a member of this Fabian Society? Yes. So, and there's me. I think somebody's going to tell about that. If I'm right, it'll be Alex Phillips again. She's not going to let this go. No, I don't blame you, darling. I'm right behind you. He did it for a woman. Is Lord Ali? Well, you've got the mother card again, you know. Is that woman connected to one of the three Ukrainians? Yes. Lord Ali gave money, especially as well, to Starmer's wife, even just to implicate her in something, which I don't actually know, but there's collateral there. It's as if he could control her. What kind of person who's been a barrister, you know, apparently respected for his hard efforts on the human rights? Yeah, you know I'm taking the mick. But what kind of person goes into office knowing your people are suffering, and then you let somebody buy you a pair of glasses, right? A pair of glasses are necessary. They're like medical equipment, aren't they? Why would you allow somebody to do that? You know, there's no way it'd happen to me. If somebody offered to pay for my glasses, I'd say, no, thank you, I'll do it myself. I can understand maybe, you know, a few concert tickets. Got to drive a wedge. I'm getting drive a wedge. Okay, so more or less know what's what. What will be the outcome for Starmer in this? He'll turn to his brothers. Don't know. I'm getting a young man coming in. I've always had this man. So the only person, and I said he's younger, it's as if he's coming in. Is there a new deputy leader coming in for Labour? Yes, I think it's a man. And I might say, is it Wes Streeting? I always said a man younger than him, didn't we? Being up that way, maybe he has to leave something as well. Don't know, I kind of feel like living in two places. Huh, maybe he's got, you know, two houses. Do Fabian want Wes Streeting in? I'm getting the shock factor, so do they want him? Well, yeah, because right now everything is a catastrophe. Is Wes Streeting a paid guppy of, or a member of the Fabian Society? Oh, you got loads there. Ah, don't like it when it's that, but we'll have to do it. Picked them up now. Secrets to be revealed. Secret Society. Now getting attention. And bringing things up from the past into the future and saying, you know, this is where it comes. Got an absolute yes here. Absolute yes. It is going all the way. Now, while we're on this subject, no, actually not, because it's a big read as well. So, do I think the Fabian Society are responsible for this? Absolutely. 140 years they've been going, apparently. So, you know, well, if it's 1900, it must be like 125, innit? Don't know, maybe they're set up before in somebody's basement. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so this is their pledge. Will they be brought down? Can the people of the UK stop this? Because the rot starts at the top, but 141, that's just in one Labour Party. Can you imagine how many more there is? It's a big business, the money laundering. It's all through Europe. They're dictating, and everybody wants to be part of this society. Oh, is Macron part of the Fabienne Club? Well, he should be, because it's French in it. It's Fabienne. I'm sure they used to say that to me in class. Fabienne. Yeah, because they don't want to be excluded. He needs to be in. They all need to be in. And if Macron's in, is Zelensky in? I think they treat Zelensky as... so, with Zelensky, I'm getting a lot of ill health here. Is Zelensky ill? No. I think Zelensky goes in and out, you know, gets tired, gets bored easily. And so does Fabian as well. His trip with, like I say, like a commoner, you know? Bit rough. Unpredictable. Always on the catch. I think Zelensky disagrees with certain things as well. I will say that not everybody's going to see it eye to eye. Zelensky has got his own motives, okay, for asking. It's as if, like, Fabian want more from him, 1 minute, like more information or context, and then Zelensky doesn't want to share that information. So this is going back and forth, okay. They're all in it. They're all in it. They're everywhere. Probably in my doctors. Honest to God. They are everywhere, guys. Will mainstream media expose this and bring them down? Well, that's good, because I asked, didn't I, if they'd bring them down, and now I'm seeing downfall, but I think it's us as well that help. Well, we're the only people that can do anything. It'll have to be one by one, one by one by one. If you know, we feel overwhelmed anyway by these travellers. But what is more red boxing to me is that how many people up and down in the councils, in government departments, civil service and the police, you know, all of these people, judges, I'm telling you, nowhere is safe. And at least this one guy who's on the Alex Phillips interview, he explains, you know, how bad this is. Like, the judge in Epping is a member of Fabian Society, so they promote open borders. Then there was somebody else, he complains, puts in an official complaint about the Epping judge, saying that he should never have been on the case and for other reasons as well. And then the person who's going to review it and make a decision is also in the Fabian Society. It's just rotten to the core. But I don't believe it's just the Labour Party. I think it's, you know, up and down the country. Up and down the country. Okay, what will be the outcome for the UK people, please? We're going to put all our efforts into it, you know, all our efforts to get things worked out as well. I think it's us that are doing the job, you know. And people will say, oh, later on, yeah, you did a good job. It's our job, the people, not to depend on anybody else, okay? Not to depend on somebody else to do your bit. Not, you know, we all have to contribute in our own way. And voting is just one way. You don't have to leave the house. You just go online, write to your MP, you know, type something in and send it by email to your MP. These are the things you can do without leaving your house or costing you money. Because these digital IDs that are going through to be passed now will also be enforced by April. And even if it was, you know, April 2029, something like that, it's not good enough. We can't have it. That, you know, we will be a third world country with that kind of rubbish. It's not our fault that they left it in. It's just bollocks, really. It's a digital ID and it'll replace everything. And all your money from the bank will be in there. Well, I told you the other readings, what the banks are set up to do and what's being passed in law. And then you're expecting more from, when is it? March 26. That's next year. Oh, I'm due on holiday. Well, anyway. And then there's all those changes with the paperwork for the borders and everything as well. So they are going to want to control you. At this moment in time, I'm happy to be 50 rather than be 16 and starting out all over. I just think it's awful. Outcome for the Fabian Society itself. Turning your back on what no longer social. So I think because we put up such a good fight, in the end they'll turn away and stop at, you know, enforcing things on us, because it's actually them. You've got Keir, who's just your puppet master. Will Lord Ali and will Keir Starmer be brought down? Absolutely. Oh, yes. About his personal life as well. So what he does in his spare time, who with, and stuff like that. So, yeah. And about some, there'll be paperwork as well, a report. Is that to do with Southport? No, it's a different one. Well, we've got her again. So you've got Angela Rayner and you've got Yvette Cooper. So we did Yvette. Is that Angela Rayner now? Yes. Oh, well. I did tell you as well, didn't I? Keir Starmer will leak on Rayner, and Rayner will leak on Starmer. Glorious. glorious and glorious. So the more, share this if you can, because the more people that get to know about it, the better. I think Fabian Society is a massive, massive scandal. Will there be a scandal to come with Fabian? Yes. And it could be any time, like today, tomorrow as well. It's going to be quick. There's going to be a debate on it and a chat as well. So, well, we'll see, won't we? Anyway, I have got some other stuff to read on Angela Rayner and the Trump as well. So they require different videos. All right. So a story of their own. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Bye for now. Bye now. Bye bye.